Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. So if you're a car enthusiast or you like anything about cars, be sure to hit that subscribe to follow future videos. On this channel, I like to showcase the automotive culture and the positive impact that it has on the community. On today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys an update of what has happened to my GTR. As you guys may recall, I was on the Venom Rally, which took us to Pikes Peak. I did have some issues with the GTR on the way there and back. So this video is just to kind of recap all the issues I had after the rally was finished, what I've replaced since then, and what we're doing moving forward. So the first thing, and probably the most consumable thing that's on the car, are tires. You'll see here that I wore out the insides of the rear tires. Rear tires aren't necessarily cheap. It is a 12-inch wide tire that I have in the rear. So the core was starting to show, so I replaced those right away. In addition to the wheel segment, my TPMS sensors ended up going out as well. I sent those out to Budget Auto Repair. They're getting those taken care of, and that has been addressed as of right now. The third issue I had was my bell housing. My GTR has about 70,000 miles on it right now, and the bell housing is something that is known to be replaced over time. And the rattle has gotten really bad. There's movement in the drive shaft. Here's a quick clip of how it is right now. So yeah, the bell housing is properly used. And then lastly, and the most confusing issue, was my oil leak. So I took it to the shop. We looked underneath the turbo. Turbo seemed fine. We replaced the flange before the rally because I knew that there was an oil leak on the passenger side turbo. What I'm afraid happened was I put slime in the passenger side tire, and I did have a vibration going on the car for some time, probably I would say maybe 5,000 miles or so. And what I'm afraid happened is, due to that vibration, something on that side may have come loose. I took it back to a different shop, and they told me that the oil line that is on the top side of the turbo is broken, and some of the crush washers came loose, or whatever the case may be. But they're very certain that it came from the top side of the turbo, and I really do believe that that may have came from the vibration that was in the cabin over time, and the speed limit speeds that we were going on the Venom Rally. So I think over time it just, may have loosened up a bolt here or there. I don't know. So what that means is that the motor is gonna have to be dropped.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
To replace an oil line and a couple crush washers, the motor's gotta come out. It's literally impossible to replace it with the motor being in. So we're gonna drop the motor. It's a good time to do the bell housing as well. Just much more clearance. The motor has to be separate anyways, so this is good. It's not all bad. It's kind of a good thing too. We're able to get the motor out, assess the life of the turbos. The turbos have about 25,000 miles on it, so they're fairly new. They're not, beat up by any means. And so yeah, I kind of want to start this video to work our way through finding what the issues were, and hopefully this helps somebody else that may be having similar issues. There's no white smoke coming out of the exhaust or anything like that to make me believe that the turbos are in fact blown. However, when the motor is out, we'll assess the turbos. We'll see if there's any shaft play or anything like that. And then lastly, I think it just comes with being that my car is at 70,000 miles. A good service that I need to get done as well is a serpentine belt. Not a big replacement or a big thing, but I was suggested by a good friend of mine that it's probably a good time to get that replaced as well. So this video is essentially really just to give you an update on the status of the car. The car is going into the shop tomorrow to begin the process of dropping the motor, and I wanted to document this in hopes, obviously, to help somebody else. And plus, it's gonna be kind of cool to see the motor out of the GTR. Alright guys, so we are on our way now. I'm bringing the car to EuroCharge Minneapolis. They are located over in St. Louis Park. I know it might seem weird that I'm bringing it to a place called EuroCharge, a Japanese car to... Anyways, one of the owners, AJ Mehta, he's a good friend of mine, and he also has owned many GTRs. So, he knows how to replace a bell housing, he knows how to remove a motor, and yeah, so here we go.
What's up, guys? I'm AJ. I own EuroCharge Minneapolis. So we got Mo's car here today. We're gonna do some magic on it, clean it up, make it healthy again. So,
Absolutely. Thank you.
this is the shop. This is the shop. It's 5,000 square feet. Nothing cool in here right now, unfortunately. But normal. This is the stuff that pays the bills.
Yes.
But we have our metal fabrication corner here, so all that metal piping. We make custom exhaust systems, pretty much for any car. And we got 5 lifts, 1 drive-on, 4 two-posts. We got another garage in the back where we store a couple of our dead cars, project cars, stuff like that. So now we'll go up front here.
The backs just
This is our
don't
front
do
kind of lobby area. So
that
we'll
much
come in
work.
here.
I'm sorry? The backs just don't do that. Exactly.
This is my guys' lounge area.
Oh, nice.
And then my little puppy area, which is my Shot dog.
Shot dog. He is shot dog.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm back at the house now. I just want to show you guys the amount of oil that it leaks. Check this out. You can see that. But I basically put, obviously towels on it. But yeah, even from like reversing into it in the garage last night. But it's only leaking if you like. Obviously, you can see it's only leaking from the right side or the passenger side. So definitely something going on. I think it definitely the turbo from the passenger side. So, and as long as I'm not like really on boost, I usually don't get it bad. I don't notice the leak as much. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm dealing with. Yeah, I'm leaving it in good hands. You guys met AJ, and what the plan is now is that he's going to give me a call. They're going to test drive it. They're going to diagnose everything. They'll let me know kind of what the update is and where everything is at. So yeah, that's the first step. I will keep you guys posted. We'll just keep working on the series and we'll go from there. So stay tuned for the next video on this series. Hopefully we should be recording at the shop on the next video. Maybe we'll have the motor out at that time. So again, I appreciate you guys' time and checking in on the video. And again, be sure to check the link in the description for all of the boosted MPLS merch. And with that, peace.